Hey guys, welcome to another video from Ride with Kostov. Today the day has arrived when I am going for the first service of my Husky. There are a couple of things I need to check upon. I will ask them to check upon. Today is secondary exam. Ha ha ha. आज भविष्य डिसाइड होगा इन सब का, क्या होता है क्या नहीं। हम तो निकल पड़े हैं, इनका भविष्य का क्या ही करे हम। इंडिकेटरটা তোমার বাবা দেবে। So hey guys, once again my name is Kostov Goshal and you guys are watching Ride with Kostov. So let's get into the video. So the couple of things I will ask them to look upon is, first of all, my instrument cluster, because I don't know if you can see it or not. My instrument cluster is a little Tera. By Tera I mean like this, because the left side of my instrument cluster is a bit down, tilted down, and my right side is a bit tilted upwards. So I will ask them to check it upon, and I will obviously ask them to check more things cosmetically, which has happened in due course. I don't know whether it was before I took the delivery or after, I don't know, because there are some things like this handlebar inwards paint has been oxidized. I don't know how. The tank rack has scuff marks on it. Also I don't know how. So I will ask them to check upon on it, and let's see how it goes. As you can see here that the right side of the foreguard grouping has come off, the left side is fine, but over here on the side panel, the left side panel grouping has come off. I don't know what is the issue with these panels. The instrument cluster, as I told, is a bit tilted towards the left, I guess, because the left side is tilted downwards and the right side is tilted upwards. As you can see, there is a clear gap in between the left side and the downside. There is a difference in the gap. Handlebar in width paint has been oxidized or burnt off. Let me get into focus. Yeah, I don't know if I have got it or not. So there are tank marks, paint marks on the scuffing marks on the tank. Yes, I will bring all this to the notice of in the service center and see what happens, if I can get it fixed or not. So hey guys, welcome to my channel Ride with Kostov. My name is Kostov Goshal, and let's begin this video. So as I said, today I am taking my Husky for the first service, and there are a couple of things I will bring service centers notice upon. I want to service centers people to look upon. First things first, the engine. Now let me get out of it first. Wait. The civic sense of people has went negative. Is negative nowadays. There was no reason for this. Yeah, I saw another Whitfield. So what I was saying, the civic sense of these people is not, it has gone negative, because there was no reason for them to stand in the middle of the road, right? There was no reason. Oh, I just bounced off, man. So as I was saying that I will ask the service center to look upon first things first, the engine, because as I said in my earlier videos, the engine keeps vibrating and shakes my instrument cluster as well in between 3000 to 4000 kilometers, 4000 rpm range, and it's a vigorous shaking, not buzz or not vibrating. It's a vigorous shaking which I feel on the handlebars, instrument cluster, everywhere on the bike. So I'll definitely ask them to check it upon. Maybe it will get resolved after the first service, after the engine oil change, and maybe it will get solved. I will ask them to look it upon. One more thing I will ask them is lack of power delivery, I feel. Also, I think that it will also be solved after the issue flashing, which will be done at the first service. Let's see. I hope it solves my issue. So these are the technical things I will ask them to check upon. Yeah, my instrument cluster is Tera. My instrument cluster is a bit Tera. So I will ask them to why it is Tera. Maybe SwordPillion was thinking that we'll give a Tera instrument cluster. We will do something different. everybody gives someone gives round, someone gives perfectly aligned. We will give a bit Tera. I don't know, or maybe there is some fault in my unit as only, not in other units. So if anyone have SwordPillion, please tell me, do you guys face the same issue or not? Because I am facing it. The suspension is really good on this. See, I can barely feel anything. So this will be my experience, first time experience from Nihati KTM service center. Let's see how it goes. I am hoping, fingers crossed, the experience will be nice, because I have heard good things. I have heard great things about KTM after sale service. So let's see. I am very much keen on seeing that what kind of treatment I will get out of it. Let's see. So there are some things that I need. It's the owner manual toolkit, which was not given to me at the time of delivery. I'll ask them to give it to me. I have told them that you haven't given me the toolkit and owner's manual. They told me that we will give it on the first day of delivery, no issue. So yeah, I'll ask them about it. And one more thing I will ask them is about the quick shifter. The quick shifter has failed me twice. No, not thrice. Thrice, because 2 times it happened on a highway, and 1 time I captured it and I shared with you guys. So I'll ask them that what is the issue with the quick shifter, why it is failing me sometimes. I've heard that on Reddit that some people are having issue with quick shifter, KTM's quick shifter on Duke 390 Adventure. So I hope that they will solve me or give me a resolution, whatever it is. Why is it happening? Baaki now though, it's working really fine. I can there is no lag, there is no jerking. I will update you guys about all of these things post first service, which will be happening within few hours. So stay tuned. It will come in this video only, don't worry. There will be no part 2 or something like that. Okay, so we have arrived at our service center. Yep. This is our service center. We have arrived. First service done. Hello guys, first service is done, as I said before. So what's the cost of first service? So some of you may want to know what is the cost of first service. So I will share it with you. This is Husqvarna's first service bill. Motul engine oil 1.6 liter 1519. Kit oil filter gasket each 1 piece 105. ProLube system cleaner each 1 piece 277. This was given to me to put in my tank so that carbon deposit is less. That's why I have purchased this. They have told me to purchase it. This is 1902 rupees. And one more thing they did, something with the chain sprocket cleaning and chain lubing, so they took 100 rupees for it. So total my bill came 2261 rupees. That's it. Now there are something I need to talk about, the service. So we'll keep going and we'll talk about it. So first things first, the engine oil has been changed.
as you already have seen. And there are a couple of things which got addressed and a couple of things which was not addressed, or they said that it's fine. First things first, this tank rack has been replaced. Okay, then this bar end weight has also been replaced. The left side, right side has not been replaced. They are saying that's no need. Okay, and about the cluster, as I said, that it's a bit tera. They said that it's not an issue and they can't do anything about it. They have attached the cluster is attached to its appropriate places, not any other places. So nothing can be changed about it. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not, I don't know. And about the engine, as I was saying, that engine feels a bit laggy, and I was willing to flash the ECU because I thought that ECU was not updated. But when I asked them to flash my ECU after the service, they told that your ECU don't need any flushing. I asked why, because they told me that it is already flashed once a year. In 2005 it was flashed, and after that it will one more update will be given after 2026 April, so no need for flashing. I was like, but I am feeling a lag in power delivery. Oh no, that's not an issue. Now what could I say? I asked them repeatedly, they denied. They just told me that everything is fine. They just removed the first service warning or whatever it would come after the 1000 kilometer or something after the date. It has been resolved, and they said that I'm good to go. So I think that it is as it. I will have to keep it as it is now, and if I face any problem I will contact them also then. But the engine has become a bit more open now. I can pull throttle a bit more, but the ECU has not been flashed. As per them, it is already updated. I don't know, because I was expecting them to update the ECU. I am not that satisfied because as per the reviews I have seen, the throttle response is much more. I am not willing to comment on it right now, because this is not a highway and I can't test it to its full potential. So maybe tomorrow I will take this on a highway and I will definitely measure it. Up until then I don't want to talk about it. They are saying that on second gear it must go to 40 kmph speed. It does go to 40 kmph speed, but it keeps sounding like this. As I said, that the right side front fork guard has come out of its grouping. I told them that, but they told that since it is fiber, they won't be able to help much. I said okay, it may be the case, then I will leave it as it is. I showed earlier. A bit power has increased, I will not lie. A bit power has increased, maybe because of changing the engine oil. Maybe that's the case. It has increased a bit. One thing I will definitely say, that the engine has not become smooth at all, because I can still feel the buzz below my balls. And the RPM level which I was talking about, that there is a vigorous shaking on in between 3000 and 4000 RPM. It is still present. The service guy told me that it is because I am riding it at a higher gear in lower RPM, so it is the case. And if I shift down at that point, so I might not feel it. This handlebar weight has been replaced. This tank rack has also been replaced. Upon saying that, the pin got scuffed off. It is replaced, but however this was not replaced. And the Tera instrument cluster, this one has also not been fixed. So yeah, here we Also, I asked them about the handlebar risers, so they said that they couldn't find one to fix in Husqvarna 401. So keep that in mind, you will find difficulty in finding a handlebar riser. This is all about the first service, and the cost I have already shared it with you guys. Is 2091, which is not that much. It's good. This one is also not fixed. Yes, the coolant level has been topped up, the engine oil has been changed. Yeah. So hey guys, thank you for watching my video. My name is Kaustav Ghoshal and you're watching Ride with Kaustav. If you like this video, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because I keep posting this kind of videos and much more videos are on the way. And I will meet you again in a new video. Up until then, goodbye, tata, see you, have fun.